I'm going to go ahead and answer the questions y'all have just by looking at me. 1, I am not the Numa Numa guy. 2, I am not going to do the dance. And number 3, I'll do the dance for the right amount of money. I had a girl date me for a year because she thought I was the guy. After we broke up, that song finally went away until I was in the Bahamas recently and a guy walks up to me. Hey, I know who you are. Can you do the dance? I tell him he's mistaken. I try and walk off. He grabs me and spins me around. Hey, do the dance. Look at me. I'm the Numa Numa guy now. And then he starts adding money to the situation. And at one point it gets to $100 and I'm like, look, I'm not the guy. I'm not going to do it. I have self-respect and standards, but $100 is $100, so fuck it. So as I said, I was in the Bahamas recently on a cruise. And I learned something about this cruise. It was a wrestling cruise, and drunk wrestling fans will chant whatever they feel like, as long as they can find a rhythm. They started taunting a boat. Do you imagine how it feels? You're on a nice cruise in the Bahamas, and 21 people on the boat next to you just start yelling, "Fuck your boat," repeatedly. It starts to pull away and we see that it is a Disney cruise line playing The Little Mermaid on the pool deck. I felt bad for a minute and then I realized, you know what? No, fuck that boat. So I've been living here for about 10 years now, but originally I'm from Canada. And I've learned there's a lot of things that are similar in the South and in Canada. 1, hockey, because even we watch hockey for the fights. 2, there's a Canadian delicacy known as poutine. That's fries, gravy, and cheese. Do you know what that's called in Alabama? That's fucking Waffle House. 3, beer. I made the mistake of drinking with some Canadians a while back. I passed out and woke up 3 hours later being woken up by a girl in a T-Rex costume.
Yes!
I was so fucked up, I freaked out because there was a T-Rex over me. We became best friends, and I rode that T-Rex to go see Rob Zombie. So one thing you can tell by looking at me, I do yoga. So I'm holding down dog for about 5 minutes, and my ex comes in, and she starts playing this emotional music. I mean, I started to cry. Granted, it could have been because I was holding down dog for 5 minutes. I tell her after that, I was like, where's that song? I need to find it. She tells me not to go look for it. And I realize she was inspiring me to the theme song from Free Willy. She took an inspirational moment and turned it into a fat joke. I mean, damn. So I'm now divorced. And honestly, I'm divorced now, and I honestly know what that means. I'm free. I'm so happy. I mean, can I get a woo? Woo! Yeah, it also means I'm sleeping on my best friend's couch. No woo for that, you judgmental assholes. There we go. So, during quarantine and going through a divorce at the same time, I lost 30 pounds.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll tell y'all my secret. It's called crippling depression. I should have known me and my ex weren't going to go very far. We had a difference of personalities. She had the personality of a raw potato, and I loved vodka. So I'm now getting back into single life for the first time in 10 years. So I'm now discovering things single people have known forever. I just now learned what ghosting is. I didn't know bots could do that. So I had to act nice around my ex and her family. Had to act like a good Christian boy, but in reality, I was an undercover hoe. I mean, I think I'm the only person in Alabama who has fucked an entire family that wasn't related to them. So a while back, I was up here and somebody broke into my car. And I'm driving with another friend of mine who is freaking out. And I'm trying to get her to calm down by just, hey, put something on. And she finally snaps at me and goes, hey, I'm a scared white woman. To which I looked at her and said, look, we are both scared white women right now. So I took a buddy of mine to go drinking one night, and on the way home, he decides he's going to throw up out of my car. I look in the back and see it land right on the windshield. Perfect. And then the lights went off. This guy has just puked on a state trooper's car, going 70 miles an hour. Cop comes up to us, asks us how we're doing. He asked my friend to show him his license, and he goes to grab his license, and he was like, you know what, on second thought, I don't want to touch you. Get him home and have a great night. And as I'm leaving, I hear this distinct sound.